much to the dismay of those in Milwaukee, the Toronto Raptors are one win away from going to the NBA Finals for the first time in the 24 years that their franchise has existed in the NBA. For the first time in this series, the road team wins. Toronto takes it 105-99. First time all season, the Bucks lost a game here when they led going to the fourth quarter. And the first time all year, they've lost 3 games in a row. Let's take a look at the highlights as we welcome you inside the NBA, presented by Kia.
There go that sideboard.
You know what? It seemed to me, Charles, that Kawhi Leonard made a conscious effort
To save his energy.
to be ready for the stretch drive.
No question. It was, we talked about it at halftime. He was the facilitator. But Ernie, those other guys stepped up like they did the last couple games, and he brought this bad boy home.
And you know what, Chuck? I typically would disagree with you, but today I agree. I think the fact that the Bucks started out so great in the first and third quarters was because of Brogdon being in the game. But then they didn't have any bench to come in and give them energy like they have been getting in previous things. So I agree with you.
Thank you. But let me tell you what it did. I'll tell you what it did when we finish watching the highlights.
And all it takes is one guy to get hot.
Yeah. Because he played well, and they had great first and third quarters, but they didn't have great second and fourth quarters.
It was a 10-point Milwaukee game after one. There's Leonard with the finish, and it's tied at 34. Then Toronto's up 36-34, and Leonard connecting on the jumper.
Man, this dude is ridiculous right here, America.
Giannis.
Ernie, when you play at somebody's place, you know you got to weather a storm. You just want to keep it close.
They weathered the storm, Toronto did. But listen, Coach Budenholzer made a big mistake starting Brogdon in this game. Now I'll tell you why we get through the highlights. That's a charge, man.
Not a charge.
That's a charge.
Not a charge. Stop flopping, Kyle.
So it was a 10-point lead.
See, this is where I like it too.
Again, they're up 12 again.
Post up, get them in the box.
But see, Kenny's point, Ernie, you got to go to your bench at some point. These are all early in the game when they got these leads.
Van Fleet got hot.
Hey, man.
Boy, did he ever.
Tell you what, man, Miss Van Fleet, thanks for having that baby, getting him hot again.
Fred Jr. born earlier this week, his first son, his second child, and there's Leonard, and here we go to the fourth quarter, and that's when Kawhi would score 15
I tell you what,
35, and Van Vliet.
This kid has stepped up, man. He is on fire right now.
Yeah, because we were waiting for these moments from him because he has done it at times in the regular season, and especially last year.
You know who's due for
Kawhi got hot.
You know who's due for a big game like that? Danny Green.
Hey, who's that?
Drake is my goodness. Drake's in the other.
At Jurassic Park. There you go. Brook Lopez. That is not slow motion. That's regular speed, and that's 89-85.
I thought the ref missed 3 charges in this game.
Kawhi to Gasol. Right after Reggie said they're going to have to get a 3 out of Gasol, and he knocked that one down. 92-90.
Even at this point in the game, I still thought Milwaukee didn't play with a sense of urgency. You're at home. You got to pick it up.
They played with
Great save by Brogdon and Lopez.
I'm going to disagree. They played with a sense of urgency.
No, it's not good enough, Chuck.
Listen, the other team got players too. Those other guys, give Toronto credit. And
here he comes,
come on, man. Give Toronto credit. That was a big
credit.
No, Jack.
Still got to step up.
Yeah, but they stepped up. The other team stepped up too. This was not a foul here. They didn't foul Kyle Lowry.
It was a foul. What are you talking about?
That wasn't a foul.
It was a foul. No, you're just running your mouth.
No, I'm not.
That's a foul right there. That's a foul.
That's not a foul.
That's a foul. Stop it.
But doesn't the official know you're going to foul?
They didn't
foul.
Did you knock him down?
That's not.
I would say this: either 2 shots from the free throw line.
That's a foul. Chuck, you know it's a foul.
I didn't think it was.
The Toronto Raptors come to Milwaukee, win it 105-99. Again, the first 3-game losing streak of the season for the Bucks, and it comes at the worst possible time. Now they're on the brink of elimination with Toronto going home and trying to clinch this series and go to the NBA Finals. We had Inside Tracks, Mike Budenholzer inside the Milwaukee locker room after the game.
We got to go win a game on Saturday, whatever day it is. It's the first and four. The first and four. We go win in Toronto, we come back here. That's all that we're thinking about. Come on.
So on Fred VanVleet, this courtesy of Underdog, first 15 games of the postseason, one game in double digits, 8 of 41 from 3. Last 2 games, back-to-back games in double digits, 12 out of 18 field goals, 10 out of 12 from deep, and he was key tonight.
He was fantastic. Well, the last 3 games, Ernie, he's been, the Toronto bench is outplayed the Milwaukee bench. That's been the difference in the series. And Ernie, let me explain to you why I said to you before the game why he should not have started Malcolm Brogdon. Okay, who's the second best player on Milwaukee?
Chris Middleton.
He took the 5. There's 4 guys took more shots than him. That's why. When you put another guy who's going to shoot the ball into the lineup, it takes away possession. They need to get Middleton going. Bledsoe played fantastic. I told you, he was my key. He had 20 points. If you put Brogdon's 15, 17 points coming off the bench, that was the difference in the game. They had nothing coming off the bench, but to me, the number one thing it did, it took away Middleton's attempt. He only got 9 attempts. 9 attempts.
But Brogdon started 64. Every time he played in the regular season, he started.
It's different now, Ernie. They are in the Eastern Conference Finals. You don't win 2 series and chain up your starting lineup, especially when you've been getting killed off the bench. The difference in the last 2 games has been the what? Bench. So why would you take your best player off the bench and put him in the starting lineup?
To get more efficiency in the offense. You know, I hate when people say you got to get him going. No, he got to get himself going. He know how to shoot. He know how to play. He didn't play with a sense of urgency. He didn't play well. I know the other guys got playing, but like Ernie said, Brogdon been starting 64 games. They had a hell of a season. They've been in first all year. It don't matter who start. You got to get your own attempts. 2 for 9 because he didn't play aggressive enough. He was off. He was tentative. He got to step up, period.
2 for 9 ain't enough shots. But these other guys should not be getting all those attempts, plain and simple.
You know, if I look at Milwaukee, and I was thinking about this as Budenholzer was saying that speech. Being on I've been blessed to be on championship teams. This position actually felt good for us, because this is the time that you look to your left, you look to your right, and you go, is he real? Because you're not going to win a championship if the guys aren't really connected anyway. You're not going to win a championship by not going down in a series. You're not going to win a championship by fighting through adversity. So this is the adversity. And this is when you either lock arms or you start cutting the cord. And you're saying, I'm going to try to do it myself. So for me, this is the championship moment. This is what it's made of. This would be exciting if I was a Milwaukee player to know I might win an NBA championship, because now we're going to lock arms.
They will go to Toronto on Saturday, where the Bucks will try to stay alive, and the Raptors will try to punch their ticket to the finals against Golden State. Back with more on Inside, live from Milwaukee after this.
Game after game, night after night, inside after inside. Binge-worthy, the NBA